Y'all, space weather is unhinged right now. Yes, we just got hit with another major X-class flare, an X4. And even though this is not fully Earth directed, this energy that's coming in is absolutely wild. So let me break down what is exactly happening. So we've already had those 3 huge X-class flares this week, and today was an X4 moving at around 1,525 kilometers per second. Wow, that is incredibly fast. Keep in mind, this is an early model. Now, this one is not a direct Earth hit. It's a side sweep, a glancing blow. The bulk of the plasma is firing off into space as the sunspot region rotates off the western limb. But here's the truth that people don't understand. Even when they're not facing Earth, we still get hit. Photons, electrons, and yes, protons. This X4 actually pushed us into another S1 solar radiation storms, and we're seeing those elevated particles right now. These photons sit in elevated absorption levels and they stay there for days. And the culprit of all of these X-class flares is still 4274. Now it has diminished in size, but that is because it is rotating off of the western limb of the sun. It is still componently magnetically complex in beta, delta, and gamma since it came onto the eastern limb of the sun, and we've had this whole time with it exploding. We still see high proton level percentages. We still see high probabilities of more X-class flares, and even though it may not be Earth facing, we still will get the results of whatever is blasted off, even though it's far-sighted. This active region is shrinking only because it's rotating out of view, but it is still highly explosive. And guess what? The far side of the sun is now about to get hammered. Those far side blasts still affect us through radiation and magnetic field distortions. And on top of all of that, it still sends us into an R3 strong radio blackout right over these areas. So there are disruptions within tech, disruptions within power grids. This literally shuts off connection, communication, and then it affects you mentally. This is the first level of what these flares bring in. These are the photons, these are the electrons, next comes the protons. And you don't have to know what any of those things mean, just know that you will physically feel the effects mentally, spiritually, emotionally. These all have effects on you. Number 1 risk to Earth is space weather, and it comes in forms of solar flares and geomagnetic storms. These are 3 CMEs back to back. These are 2 of them. What we have learned is that when we have 2 back-to-back CMEs, they create a large disruption within our magnetic field. Even though this was the larger of the flares, the combined effort of both of those trump that. So if we have 2 large flares back-to-back, maybe even 3, think of how large it could actually be. They catch up to each other, they stack on top of each other, they gain momentum, they gain strength, they gain velocity. Solar flares are not the only threat. We also have large coronal holes like this one. This one is Earth facing today. It is polar tethered to Earth, meaning it creates a connection to Earth. Now we have these high solar wind streams that are going to be coming in, producing geomagnetic storms. We don't have to have just solar flares. This is just enough, and these can last days, even weeks. So can our power grid sustain not only solar flares, but large coronal hole solar streams during the solar maximum? You tell me. We're also expecting another geomagnetic storm around the 16th into the 17th as these multiple eruptions interact with Earth's field. So if you are sensitive, expect head pressure, ear ringing, vivid dreams, timeline jumps. Yes, these are actually real. Emotional purging, DNA activation symptoms. Yes, these are actually real. And major intuition spikes. Keep an eye on NOAA, Solar Ham, Space Weather Lies, ACE, Discovery, all of that for real-time charts. This weekend's astrology has some major emotional and relational tones. In tropical, we have the moon that is moving from Pisces into Aries. This is going to bring some intuitive purges followed by a very fiery reset. This is going to be deep. You may feel a pull into wanting to be like in a cocoon stage or wanting to just completely start over. Venus is harmonizing with Mars right now. This is going to bring some clarity around relationships, your desires, and the truth of how people treat you. Pro tip, don't let them treat you shitty. In Vedic, the moon is going to cross over and activate spiritual cleansing. It is going to have these soul revelations. And of course, this is like this fast forward energy burst. And yeah, the sun is actually pushing that. This weekend, there are a lot of karmic cycles and ties that are just ending, and this is going to bring in healing. This is that detox and then a fresh identity upgrade. Space weather and astrology means that there is a massive rebirth portal happening. Expect clarity, expect endings, expect new soul level aligned beginnings, and that's okay. This is all happening at the same time, but take a deep breath with me. You will survive this weekend. I'm Sarah Starr here with your real-time space weather update. Follow for more. I am your Galactic Federation ambassador. I also am your starseed guide. I will explain how space weather works in real time with astrology, Vedic, and tropical, and how you are going to line up with this. If you want a personal reading, a natal chart, a starseed origin reading, or a channeled guidance, I do them emailed, I do live sessions. You can book through sarahstarofficial.com. And yes, I will be going live tonight to go over all of the space weather in real time. Make sure that you do not miss it. I am in Eastern Standard Time around 9 p.m. I will be going live. Plus, I am going to be offering mini natal chart readings, starseed origin readings, and I'm going to be answering all of your cosmic questions tonight. Don't miss it, live 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Follow for more.